Welcome.
Hi!
Welcome into the stream,
What
everybody.
is
Don't
this?
it's my shadow. I don't have great lighting from a green screen, alright? We've talked about this.
Okay, Peter Pan. With your shadow just trying to run away. Hi,
worry.
people, I'm back!
Today is the day where we introduce Dark Sean. Ooh.
I exist
What is
again.
up?
You know,
Caitlin
he
does
is
exist.
he is not keeping me hidden in a closet anymore. Okay, but also speaking, oh my god, my headphones are being weird. I'm sorry. It's bothering my earrings. Speaking of being in the closet, you guys, I was telling Sean last night, I really should have realized I was bisexual a lot sooner, simply off of having played Harvest Moon alone, because I had a like severe crush on Karen as a kid, and I did not realize that that's what it was.
You're so fucking
So like
cute.
now I'm replaying, well, I'm playing Friends of Mineral Town for the first time, but like on the Switch, and like I'm like, God damn, Karen and Cliff are both childhood crushes of mine, and I had no fucking clue. Because heteronormativity.
Excuse me while I remember that I completely forgot to add in a mental health tag for this one.
Wow,
So there
Sean.
we go. There. How's everybody doing today? Welcome in. It is so damn good to see you all. Except one face is prettier than the other, and that face belonged to the one in the blue. Hey, you know what? It's okay. I get it.
This is
I
actually
get
like
it.
a bluish gray, to be fair.
You lie. It is you. Okay?
But like,
It was you.
look at how pretty.
Faye, we're talking about you. I am so scruffy, and I look genuinely awful.
No, you don't. Also, y'all, I love calling Sean
It
pretty.
looks purple gray. Hey.
It's actually more of a blue gray, but the lighting is awful.
It's a slate gray.
No, it's a blue gray.
No.
I'm pretty sure that the color for
Are you
it.
colorblind?
No, you are.
This is supposed to be a stream of healing.
Babe, it's heathered.
Nico says it's purple.
Oh
Dang
my
it.
god. I bought it on my
It's
Amazon
clearly
account,
purple.
y'all. Let's check. And if I
Aye.
was wrong, I'll eat something gross.
You're beautiful. You're all beautiful.
Everyone is beautiful
How
here.
is everybody
I love our
doing
community.
today?
You guys are all beautiful.
I know, it is.
Okay.
It's honestly, it's so good to be back here with some ducks, you guys.
Let's
It has
see.
been way
Hang
too
on.
long. This is, okay, watch. It is, I'm gonna go back to the color.
Heather Navy, yes!
What about this is navy?
It's heathered, my love.
It's gray.
It's blue gray.
It's gray.
I'm gonna fight you. You know what, y'all? You know what? Hang on.
Okay,
What
What are you doing?
gonna
What are you doing?
Dang it, you can't really tell in the picture. Because I took a picture of us before stream and you can't really tell what color his shirt is. It's because of how bad this lighting is, but that is a heathered blue-gray, my love.
You know, that's fair. It is just like direct fucking white light coming at us. So that's probably why I saw fucked up. But yeah, no, we have. This is our first one. Is it black and blue or white and gold?
Okay, but also, what colors did you see?
I saw both.
I did too. I'm pretty
It's a
sure
fucking
people
lighting
edited
thing.
it.
No, it's a lighting thing.
Yeah.
That's all it is. In fact, Sean's shirts are on cam. It's purple gray and it clings to the slightly bulging pectorals. Appreciate you. The fact of
They do
Caitlin's
slightly
shirt,
bulge.
it's blue and chewable.
So,
These are
fun
facts.
fact, I used to work for Chewy, the pet like supply online retailer, and I have to say, with Sean currently working for a pet supply retailer, always just shop Chewy. They're so good.
Honestly, though.
They're
Yeah.
so fucking amazing.
It is time, though. It is time. You gotta. We're gonna be chatting either way, so we might as well bring on to Ducky's. Wait, go back.
That is
Okay, so we have to decide now. Are we doing the cabin and sticking with where we were, or are we going back to poolside?
I could use a poolside vibe.
Okay, you guys down with that, chat?
Is everybody okay with doing the tropical one?
Also, I probably partially mentioned it, but didn't fully mention it. This is a Trench. You are all good. It is so good to see you, my friend. How you doing today? It's a mental health stream. It's I feel like just in general, shit is always heavy.
God damn it, book.
But for a second, you read flaccid plastic ducks, and honestly, poor ducks. They just have some problems, okay? I know.
That is fair,
Yo,
Soup. That is very fair. I used to work for them. They do everything they can to rectify any situations like that, but I do understand the reluctance to repurchase with them.
And hey, it is a pleasure to have you becoming a regular Trench. This is going to be your first time joining us for this, but this is a. Wait, do we have more? There was an update that came out. So, okay, it's just the two.
Okay.
Okay, so we gotta do Oh, wait, no, we gotta do all ducks. No. But yeah, so this is called Placid Plastic Ducks.
It's fantastic, and I love it.
I'm curious if we're gonna have everybody coming in.
Nope, just Carlita to start.
Okay, well, I gotta remember the controls.
Oh, it's the weird radio thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's okay. We're going poolside either way. So it'll be a little bit before we get any new ducks. Let me know if the volume on the music is too loud. Hopefully the settings didn't get fucked up.
I just want
update.
Derp to come and like fly away so we can see where he goes.
Derp will be back eventually.
Keep
Right,
telling
you
yourself
guys?
that. Volume's
Okay, volume's a little bit loud. That's what I kind of figured.
So we weren't the brightest, and we didn't necessarily check all the levels.
To be fair, that's because I was running late as is because life sucks.
Okay, but to be fair, you basically like went to work, went home to check on Gab, and then came straight here from there.
Fair, but also I just noticed a thing.
What?
You see this? You see the little
That is a
X-mark close?
duck.
That is a duck.
That is a duck.
That is a duck-shaped closing mark.
Ethan!
Hi, Ethan, my man. How are you doing today? It is so good to see you.
I love that.
Why y'all acting like plastic is permanent? It just means they ain't horny yet. Don't need no pills, just need a little rub and dub and to start the flubbing wubbing. Oh my god, that phrase is beautiful.
That was
I love
something
it.
else.
It is indeed a duck. But yes, so this is a mental health stream. So for those of you who it's your first time joining us for one of these, this is if you got anything on your mind, if you got anything you want to get off your chest, anything you want to talk about today. I mean, obviously we're always here to talk, but especially on a day like today, whatever you got going, come let some weight off, come relax. We are playing Placid Plastic Ducks, the greatest game of all time.
Is it?
That is the greatest like $2 game of all time. How
There
about
we
that?
go. Good clarification.
It's literally just chilling by a pool with some ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Had a hard time coming back to work after your crash yesterday. You were uneasy getting back to work, and when you got there, they replaced what you damaged, so you started having doubts if your experience was real.
How
What
are you
happened?
feeling after that book? Because I know that
Yeah.
you mentioned it yesterday in Soup's chat a little bit. Are you doing okay, friend?
I know. I'm sad that I was at work, so I ended up missing the whole thing yesterday. How was your stream, Soup?
Incoming ducky!
Oh shit! Imminent. Duck
Ducky
imminent.
imminent.
Okay, who's our second duck going to be?
Let's see if it's a new one. Here. Actually, you know what, everybody? Wait. It's
a new
new!
duck. Okay.
Is
Trench.
that a clown duck?
Oh god!
Pennywise! Name it Pennywise! You must
Oh,
name it
God.
Pennywise, babe. Either that or Pietro.
Penny squizzed. Okay, where is it hiding in here? We must nickname the duck. Is that really it's a DLC duck. Of
I
course
love
it's
it.
a DLC
I
duck.
forgot about Disco Stew.
Isn't that noise awful, Trent? Okay.
I
let's
love
see
that it's just this one and Carlita in the pool. But you know what? Carlita has it coming if it's going to be a homicidal clown duck. Because she's a terrible mother, you guys.
Yeah, shall we call it Ducky Wise?
I love it.
Because we gotta keep with the duck. I mean, mostly. Okay, the next non-horrifying duck, Trench, you get to nickname. We have so many ducks. Spent 5 minutes in your car crying, and you had the smell of gunpowder like you smelled from the airbag going off, and it just brought back trauma.
I'm so sorry, Book.
I can, big ol' hug from me too. I can relate to that, so.
It has a little flower thing. Maybe it'll be better than slightly less useless.
Okay, watch Ducky Wise become the new actual firefighter. But yeah, so thanks to my garbage job that I'm leaving very, very soon, I have to do delivery driving. And fun fact, today was the first day that I had to drive literally the exact same lane right past where I had my accident.
It made you take longer?
Yep, because I had to go from my store to the one closer to you. So
I'm sorry.
I can get that smell that comes from a car crash. It like I have random moments like that where it still comes back. Like there's a reason that we don't do Domino's anymore. Is I cannot bring it near my face without it smelling like gunpowder. So I get that. It really I'm nowhere near like over it considering it's been
It was only November.
Yeah, it's almost. Has it really not even been 2 months yet?
It's just about 2 months, yeah. So we were on our way to go get Domino's. We were on our way back from getting pizza, and the person cut us off. We got in our wreck, and when we got back, the only food we had was Domino's, and we needed to eat something. And so, yeah, no, Sean still cannot eat Domino's because it just...
Which sucks, because it was always our go-to.
It was our cheap, reliable.
Like, it's solid.
We got another ducky!
Oh, we got a new duck. Who came back?
Who is it?
Who do we got? It is Duxina. And his name is Duxina.
And his name was Gimmel.
Honestly, though.
Trauma responses are real. Today my boss told us, and my boss is fantastic. She treats us so well, but she was telling us that her boss came in and basically was like, you have 30 days to fix a lot of things that really are not fully her fault before she's going to get fired.
I'm sorry. Book. Where is Duxina? I just see some white text.
I'm out here talking about a trauma response I had today.
It was a funny joke. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Do you see how seriously I am taken here?
I'm sorry.
I was about to
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Never mind. I won't talk about it now because Sean doesn't care.
This is the important time. I'm sorry. You can never really experience pudding anymore because it reminds you of your shitty hospital time back when you had pneumonia. You never really recovered from it and can't walk into a hospital or smell it without wanting to cry. Well, hey, good to you for, trauma like that takes time to get over. And it sucks when it's random things like that where it's a smell that is almost kind of unexplainable, and sometimes you just you catch it out of nowhere, and it's hard not to bring those moments back. If you want to talk more about that experience, Trish, we are absolutely here.
But according to Soup, I am safe in fair space, not in yours. So I'm gonna go back to Soup's chat.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Well, it was just, I had an anxiety response thinking about potentially having a new manager because I've had a lot of jobs, especially in the industry that I'm in, where I was really abused by my boss. And so the thought of having a new manager who might not treat me as well as she does coming in and treating me that way again, it really triggered my anxiety and that chest tightness that I get. So that was not fun. And then on top of that, my anxiety fidget ring decided at that moment to stop working, so I couldn't even fidget.
I'm so sorry.
That wasn't fun.
Wait, what you smell, Ethan? What you smell?
It's an imminent duckle!
You know, if there's one thing... Oh, snap! Is that Sunny? No, that's right, it's Watts!
I love that that's the one Watson claimed.
Yeah.
I love that for him.
It fits. It really
does fit. Because it's so funny, because it's it's so seemingly harmless.
That do be him, though. Let's be fair.
But also, you guys, fun fact... This, I think, is going to be the last time you see me with my hair this length for a very long time.
That's fair. That is fair.
I'm chopping it off.
I'm excited you're finally going for it. I know you've talked about it for,
I decided this on
for
Monday.
At least 6 months.
Well, okay.
You've had moments, there are more of those, everything sucks and I'm stressed, so I'm just going to cut it all off, which, to be fair, that...
But yeah, no, I just decided the other day, I feel like a lot of the times that I've wanted to go and get my hair cut really short, they didn't do it as short as I might have wanted. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to chop it all off. And so I'm going to get a pixie cut. And it's going to be very little. And I'm very excited.
Every time you get called into an office or pulled to the side by an authority figure, you instantly revert to child you being pulled aside by your parents to get yelled at, hit, punished in some way, so your brain goes into overload, your eyes start leaking, and sometimes you get small panic attacks. Oh.
I'm sorry, Sue.
I'm so sorry, Sue. That really fucking sucks. I get that. I was always the kid who just, I hid from stress. I always felt it in my stomach, but coming from a household where, just about every night was a shouting match between my parents.
Same.
And having to console my sister who was older, and yet I was always having to be the older sibling. Anytime it, even feels like someone's a little bit frustrated with me, I can't help but, still have those moments where it's okay, I'm sorry, whatever I did, I'm sorry.
Yep.
constantly terribly to every little tiny problem, but you can't really express yourself. Guess it's an effect of your mom, because she never really let you express any emotions growing up, and it kind of ruined your life. You also forgot about your childhood due to pure trauma, and it sucks so bad. I'm so sorry to hear that, Trench. It's one of those things that, like, obviously, like with most things, awareness is the first step, but that awareness doesn't really do it. Like, being aware of even triggers isn't always gonna even be the first step to fixing things.
Especially when you have a very specific trauma response. Like, my trauma response does tend to be fawning, which, for those of you who don't know, it's not just fight or flight. They're finding there's another trauma response called fawning, where you just kind of like shut down. That is so fucking cool. What is that?
Trench, would you like to nickname our new ducky, since it would be the first new... What's that?
I love it.
Isn't it cool?
But yeah, like, my trauma response is just to fawn. Like, I will shut the fuck down, and like, I can't function anymore. And a lot of the time have a panic attack when I get like high stress. It really does look like a galaxy duck.
Yeah, whatever you would like to nickname it, my friend. It is all you, Trench. So decided to put your foot down today again to your parents about calling you gender neutral things, and straight up told them they need to put in more effort because currently it's at 0. Good for you.
Good for you, Book.
Absolutely good
As
for
you should.
It's not a hard thing to do. Like,
it's really not. It's like, once you start to train your brain for it, as long as you're willing to put in that effort, which is kind of where it comes from. Andromeda, I love it.
Okay, let's go.
Like, I sometimes still have a little trouble remembering non-gendered pronouns, but it's not too difficult to just remind myself, no, there's not everybody goes by that. Like, some people use they, them, or some people, like Soup, choose to use neopronouns, which is the one that I'm kind of like trading my brain the most with right now. But even so, like, I do catch myself sometimes thinking about some of the people in our community that do go by gender neutral pronouns, and reminding myself, okay, so this person is this person goes by that, because I want to always be respectful to the people that come out and hang out with us and support Sean. So, you know, it's important. And if I, as some random person that fucking knows you off the internet, am willing to put in that effort, I don't know why the people that are around you aren't.
It shouldn't be that hard. It is such a stupid old school mindset. You have the problem when people have disciplined you or criticized, whether constructive or not. You revert to hating yourself and feeling like you're not good at anything you do.
I'm right there with you, Ethan.
I get that, dude. It, like, funny and weird thing. Streaming on Twitch has completely changed who I am as a person mentally.
It's been so good for you.
Like, I don't know what it is, but it, like, something about this has just been a huge, like, mental confidence booster for me. Because I used to react that way all the time. Anytime, like, even it was just like, hey, you know, you forgot to do this thing yesterday. My brain immediately used to go to, oh God, I'm terrible. I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna lose everything. I suck. What is wrong with me? But over the course of the last couple of years, getting to hang with you guys, getting to, like, do this thing, it's helped me break of some of that, which I am so very fucking appreciative. No, you're good, Trench. It's not just pronouns. Also calling you a man's son. Okay, now that's
extremely disrespectful.
That's really fucked up. That is super fucked. I am so sorry you have to deal with that, Book. Something that can help during streams. There's a thing you can set up where pronouns are by your names.
That is so sick.
Soup, thank you so much for that. I will be setting this up after stream. Faye, my friend, you are the best. That is amazing.
Okay,
That is so amazing.
Thank you for posting that.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I will be getting that set up.
Soup, did you leave it open?
You can download it as a Firefox extension. Oh, okay.
Did you leave it open, Beb?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, if you wouldn't mind DMing that. Scorp is back, you guys! Fuck yeah!
Yeet.
I'm gonna light some bitches on fire!
We don't have anybody who can get lit on fire
yet. Fuck!
Okay, let me go back and read Trench's message here. Hey, Adam, my dude. What is up? How you doing?
For those of you who need it, just remember there is a cute fluffy doggo that wants to be all of your friends.
It's definitely freeze or flight. You consistently lose your own sense of self, including your emotions, which sucks. Whenever anything really traumatic happens to you, you just try to forget it completely, and you've lost most of your childhood memories on that, even the good ones. I don't know whether or not I'm thankful that I've forgotten a lot, but it's definitely caused you a lot of pain. And it's one of those unfortunate self-defense responses that, like, talking to someone can definitely help, and being aware can help more, but it takes a lot to have to, or to, like, finally break through on that. Like,
Yeah.
there's still a solid year of my life that I genuinely don't remember, for good reason, because I did not only almost die, but attempted to kill myself, so my brain probably still just is like, yeah, we can tuck that aside. I know you came in on an interesting time, Adam. How you doing today? I know Scorpion's gonna burn the world. Let's see here. Mom does that to you, but girl, daughter, woman. Man, that's so dumb. That is so dumb.
I don't understand why it's so hard for some people.
It really shouldn't be. Hey, much love, Adam. Much love. I'm glad you already put yours in, Trench. Let me, here. We'll do it live, because I can get this. Hey, you are all good, Adam. Let me log in with Twitch. Let's make sure. Yeah, no, I'll, for anybody who missed it, I will be posting this in the Discord. That way anybody who wants to can add their pronouns on here as well. That is such a genuinely dope tool. Thank you so much for that, Sue.
I love how Scorp and Watts are just hanging out together.
It's like real life.
It really is. Like, Watson and I are just always, like, chatting and shit.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Soup. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy. And
yeah,
for your parents, they're just stubborn and assholes.
Always feel free if you need a vent. Like, I'm always here, and that goes for any of our, like, very close friends in this chat. I know that I personally always have a lot going on, but I always have the room for you guys because you guys are just so important to me and Sean both.
Let's see. Let me add this to Firefox real quick. Let's see here. Okay, well,
there should be a pillow, Ethan.
How to do that.
There really should, because they just go long.
Honestly, though. Oh,
we got.
Was that?
Is that
it's
Disco Stew? Woo!
Yee. But yeah, no, they just come flying in full speed.
I'm so sorry about that, Soup. You know, I also, my parents, a lot of the...
Don't forget to drink some water.
It really is both of my parents that they had their own ways of fucking me up, and I don't think it was mostly intentional. I think that a lot of it wasn't. It was just kind of like the way that they were raised. But then, like, I'll tell Sean something, and then I'll, like, in my head and verbally be like, it wasn't that bad, though. I wasn't abused. Like, you know, such and such. And he's like, babe, actually, no, this was not okay. Like, what they said and did to you, that is not acceptable. That is technically abuse.
It's the same thing where, like, I'll tell you about some random thing from my past. Fun fact, I don't talk about my past.
He doesn't.
Because it's ridiculous. It's fucked in so many ways. But I don't really realize or think about it. I'm just like, it's in the past. I'm over it. It's fine now. But, like, I'll tell her something from my past. Like, here's a fun one. So I found out yesterday on my, or was it yesterday? 2 days ago. On my sister's 30th birthday that, let me go ahead and allow that because Twitch Automod is stupid. But yeah, I found out that apparently when I was born, I came out blue and wasn't breathing for an incredibly long amount of time. But also apparently my mom was bleeding out at the same time. I don't know why they neglected to tell me that. It's not like, what, am I going to feel guilty for the fact that I almost died? Or be like, oh my god. Like, it shouldn't matter. Like, I don't know why they held that back for this long and then acted like it was a hush-hush thing. When it's like,
now, this only came up because I mentioned that my best friend almost died in childbirth and her mom's heart stopped on the table 2 times. And then his parents are like, oh yeah, no, Sean came out blue and wasn't breathing and Rachel almost died. And I was like, damn, you came out the womb fucked up.
Yeah, no. Hey, Ethan, don't think you slipped that past me, my guy. You're not in the past. You may be in the past and we got those great memories, but you in the now too. And damn it, you in the future too, my guy.
Ethan, I am so excited to actually get to meet you and your girlfriend in person.
I know.
And like get to hang out with you guys and just get to know more about Sean's childhood. Because like he said, he doesn't really talk about his life very much from before us. And so, like, he'll mention things here and there, but I don't like to pry because as someone who has had a lot of trauma, I don't like to bring up trauma and, like, make him relive some of his own. So,
Fair.
But I'm very excited to meet someone that you have known for so long.
It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome to hang for the first time in probably like 8 years. I think we were maybe like 19 or 20 when we hung out last. Let's see, you generally hate your mom, and that kind of makes you upset to say since she's done so much for you, but she doesn't respect you, she's a piece of shit, she's obsessed with herself and never thinks about how anyone else feels. Then you think some random fuzzy childhood memories, and it makes me feel awful. So fun fact. Oh,
is that Moderwellen?
It's Moderwellen.
Moderwellen!
Or no.
Oh no, it's Chili! Wait, childhood?
It's childhood?
Oh, it's a strawberry duck, I remember!
Oh, yeah!
Uh-huh.
So, fun fact, that whole thought is it's another form of trauma response where your brain still, for whatever reason, it can't let go of those few good moments. It's why I stayed in the very, very bad relationship I was in for probably, I mean, to be fair, it shouldn't have lasted more than a year, but I stayed in that relationship for like almost 5 years because my brain would always go back to, oh, but like, there was that one good time, like within the first 6 months, year, things were awesome, things were great. Our brains are wired that way, and it, like, being aware of that thought can help. And it's okay to respect that there were good times. It's okay to respect that there were some fuzzy childhood memories and some good times in the past, while also completely understanding and respecting that you don't at all like your mom, that you kind of hate her because of the things that she did or who she is as a person. Like, I feel like the most important thing in life is to be realistic.
Absolutely.
And be honest about things. So you can be honest about the fact that there were good times, but that person's not there anymore, and it's not the same. You came out the womb fucked up too. You had jaundice, hell yeah! Fucked up twinsies. Let's go.
One of my current favorite phrases is protect your peace, and it's something I've been using a lot lately because I'm kind of getting into a mentality of I've been through a lot of shit, and I have a lot of, like, people that are still a part of my life, like my parents, that have done a lot of shit to hurt me. Again, whether intentional or not, and it's gotten to a point where I just need to protect my own peace and protect my own well-being. Like, I have almost completely cut my father out. I am extremely, extremely low contact. I have not talked to my dad since around the time my grandfather passed away, which was last month. Just because I mentally, for my own sake and my own well-being, I can't be in regular contact with him. I put in a lot of work to repair our relationship, but at the end of the day, I'm not the one that broke it. He is. And it's gotten to a point where I'm like, I only need to be surrounded by the people that actually care about me and want to see me thrive. And my father is just not one of those people. He doesn't do anything for me except hurt me. And I don't need that. I don't need to bring that energy into my own life. I don't need to bring that energy into Sean's life, because I want us to have a really good life together and to be happy together, you know?
Appreciate the drink of water, Solstice. And yo, Ethan, same here, my man. Same here. We, like, there was a solid, like, 2-year period where I talked to literally no one, and I just kind of hold up, except for you, my man. Like, you were the one constant friend during the shittiest, well, there's been a lot of shitty years, but during the shittiest parts of my teenage years.
New duck!
Oh snap, who did we get? Oh, it's coming in. Let's see here.
It's new!
Oh, it's a new one. It's a donut! Okay, wait. I got this.
It's so cute!
Here we go.
Duck nut?
Homer Simp's duck. There we go.
I love you.
It's the icing.
No,
and
it's the proper Homer Simpson duck.
Donut.
It is.
Let's see here. Spring caps the day before your 26th birthday. Oof.
I will read that after stream. And again, if you need anything, Soup, please always feel free to reach out.
The childhood duck is not nearly cursed enough. You're not wrong. Let's see. The worst part about living with your mom is that you start thinking about how it'd be better if she kicked you out again. So, don't feel like you have to share this if you don't want to, Trench. There is absolutely no pressure. How old are you, though?
You know,
that is super fucking understandable.
I was home last month. I went back to Florida to go to my grandfather's viewing. And every time I go home, and I think that Sean can really vouch for this, I'm starting to realize just how different my mom and my ideals are. Like, for example, this is gonna sound so stupid, but I have completely stopped eating at Chick-fil-A because of their stance toward the LGBTQ community and how conservative they are and a lot of other issues they have. And my mom and I needed something quick and easy. I was like, let's just grab some McDonald's or something on the way home. She's like, no, we're gonna hit Chick-fil-A, that's better. And I was like, I try not to eat Chick-fil-A. And she's like, Caitlin, I can't. And I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna fight it. It's not worth it. It's not worth, protect your peace. But the fact that she wouldn't even hear me out and like my reasoning for that decision to not support this company because they are literally against me as a person.
Well, and more than that, they fund LGBTQ death squads in South Africa.
And then, you know, during this visit, a few other like topics of things that I support like vocally now, things I've always believed in, but things I'm more vocal about now came up. And she was like, you know, Caitlin, I feel like since you've been with Sean, you've really been, I feel like you picked up a lot of, like, different ideals and things like that. And I'm like, do you not realize that I have always been the person I am? And I'm now in a relationship that I feel strong and confident and safe enough to be myself and to be vocal about these things that I care about because my partner supports it. And like, she doesn't see that. She just sees, well, I don't agree with the things that are coming out of her mouth, so obviously it must be the boy that she's dating. And that was a really big slap in the face. So like, I love my mom, I will do anything for her, but at the end of the day, she's just not a safe person for me to really be myself around, which really sucks.
Also, Solstice, Nico, my friend, to answer your question earlier, I have my pronoun on there. I don't know if it actually worked, but for anybody who was interested, I go by he, they. Like, mainly the reason I do he as part of it is just because I feel like it's kind of hard to see me as anything other than a dude, and my brain is just super trained that way, so I don't really identify with any gender, but he, they is what I usually go by. And hey, you're 18, turning 19 on the 29th. Well, happy
birthday! Early birthday!
Yeah. You will hopefully you'll get the chance to, I mean, I know living on your own is expensive everywhere. Hopefully you'll get the chance to be able to actually like get out from under
Ducky!
her roof. Oh snap! Who do
But
we
also,
got?
Book, I'm sorry. What am I being thanked for? Because I have the memory of a squirrel, and I had an anxiety attack last night.
Not supporting Chick-fil-A.
Oh yes,
that's right. I forgot they funded conversion therapy and funded conversion camps.
Yeah,
Jesus.
no. If I seem a little bit woozy today, guys, I had anxiety-induced insomnia last night, so I didn't sleep until I had to wake up really early because I have anxiety, and we had a work event last night, and I had to be very much on for that. And so when I got home, once I shut that down, then anxiety just kind of came out as a trauma response.
Good. And hey, Nico, you got no apologies necessary for being quiet. You are all good. This is all about chilling and however you feel comfortable. Let's see here. You got your first threat from yesterday's stream. You're becoming a real content creator. Hey!
There you go, Sue!
Don't ask me to fake account to tell you that you should have been raped to death at a camp.
What?
Jesus Christ. What the fuck is with these people?
What is wrong with them?
My rights and people you stand up for, kiss my ass because I'm just getting louder. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Good for you. That shit is garbage. And I don't know why. Automod, there's a part of me that's tempted to take it away because Twitch's auto moderation is trash.
Yeah, no, it never moderates things that actually matter. It used to moderate, really stupid fucking words.
I've even scaled back just how much
it moderated the word babe when we're first dating.
Well, I think that's actually a Twitch thing. Is for whatever reason, babe is censored.
I can't call my boyfriend babe, you guys. Oops.
Yeah, no, it's so stupid. It's genuinely dumb. That reminds me, we had an anxiety attack at 3 in the morning. You were like 12. Try to forget about that, but oh my god, it just can't. I don't blame you.
I feel that.
There are moments like that that are hard to forget. The first time I ever had like a real panic attack is definitely one of those moments that still is stuck in my brain. It's one of those things that they're hard to forget. They really are.
But yeah, no, I was gonna say something and now I forgot.
You're all good.
Oh well, again.
You're all good.
Insomnia.
Insomnia, trauma, and stress will do that. I forgot to ask.
Yes.
We should figure out what we're gonna do for dinner tonight.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'm getting kind of
We
hungry.
could do a yakadon.
I didn't eat breakfast.
We-
I wasn't hungry this morning.
Did you eat lunch?
I did eat lunch.
Okay.
I ate some of the
Okay.
pulled pork and some rice.
I thought you were about to tell me that you've eaten nothing today, and I was going to like, beam.
Renee said I need fiber for dinner. Because my tummy.
Okay, so let's do. Ooh, we'll do.
Don't mind us figuring out our dinner plans on stream, y'all. I'm sorry.
Casually.
Okay, so the
Peek
reason.
behind the curtain. I'm so sorry, Solstice. We'll do lo mein
Oh.
with a ton of veggies.
So
We got
the
a bunch of
reason I need to be eating fiber, funny story, you guys, and we're about to get really personal. Not that we're not always really personal. I am currently the job I work at a wellness studio. So one of the nurses that I work with is trying to help me figure out a plan for managing my mood and getting myself a little bit more stable with my borderline personality disorder. And so she has me taking a supplement, one of the side effects of which is diarrhea. So my stomach for the last week has been so unhappy, you guys. Oh my god, it's been so bad. Little Johnny. So that is why I need fiber. Finishing that thought.
Try to explain to someone that if you imagine there was no HL, you would just be sending money to a person who we know is using it for ammunition. They still drag their feet through everything. Exactly. Fucking exactly.
Duckies!
It's the passing of the ducks again. Yes. It's not at sunset.
Okay,
But it'll
but
still be. You were all good. Dude, I feel like Twitch has been just incredibly stupid the
it
last week
has.
and a half.
It completely made my screen for Soup's stream black yesterday for most of it. But
hell?
you want to hear something so interesting about the fact that Soup is out here getting death threats and shit for yesterday? Faye didn't even say anything that should be controversial. They were like, hey, Harry Potter has anti-Semitism. It has slavery. It has
Yeah.
all of these really fucked up things.
That it
so
actually
you
does.
shouldn't really support it. And then Faye said, I will not, I won't tell you not to buy this game if you want to buy it. I'm just going to block you if you do. Should
Fair.
not be controversial.
Yeah.
And yet, people are out here issuing death threats. Makes no sense.
It's a super stream issue, not Twitch. Fair.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Fair. Let's see here. Fiber is also good for the biome in your gut, which leads to many benefits.
That
is
is
a
fair.
fact. We do need to be better about eating more vegetables.
Adam,
Welcome
we used to be
back,
really
Adam.
good about eating vegetables, but here's the thing. We've been busy and stressed and depressed.
But fun fact, soon I'll actually be starting a job that works cohesively in my life, so we'll get back to normal again.
Hey! Yeah, no,
Why
we
is
used to
Twitch
eat
saying that? I need
lots
the
of
stream for you.
fruit and stuff. I have to take off my earrings because they're hurting my ears with my headphones. I'm sorry, you guys.
That is so
Oh, no,
very
Solstice!
fair.
Are you okay? What's wrong,
going
sweetheart?
on? I know I'm literally half a world away, but is there anything I can do for you, my friend? It's literally just because bigots want to feel oppressed so bad. Fucking facts.
Okay, that goes back to what we were saying
They
though
want to feel
yesterday.
vindicated for their bullshit ass opinions.
Here's one of the things as a person of color that really fucking annoys me is that people that look like Sean want you feel so fucking oppressed, especially people that appear to
I was
be
gonna
his
say,
gender. Appear
literally-
they work so hard to be the most oppressed person in the room, and I'm like, sir, I am a part of 3 different groups of people: the LGBTQ plus, the fucking women, and the brownie people. Hello, that we actually are oppressed.
It's so dumb. But yeah, fun fact, here on, I think the 5th will probably be my first day, I'm gonna be a cheesemonger again. Although, this time it's gonna be even fancier.
Hang on,
'cause
hang
I
on.
get to be a cheese specialist and an Epicurean.
There we go.
But yeah, I am so fucking excited. I
I am the
genuinely
bee
excited to
Soup.
getting back to it.
I am a bitch and I'm bi.
At this point, I really feel like what I'm gonna do long term, until hopefully Twitch gets to the point I can make a living off of it, I'm gonna work in cheese. Like I'm close enough that I can get my CCP, which for those of you who don't know, it's a certification through the American Cheese Society for snap, we got a new duck. Almost.
Incoming.
Called Certified Cheese Professional. It is essentially it just means that I can make more money doing what I do. But honestly, I just love working in cheese. Like
I love that he works in cheese.
Like, not necessarily monthly, but every once in a while we'll do random streams where Caitlin and I will just like eat a cheese board and we'll talk about cheese. Who do we got?
We're actually doing a cheese board.
It's Duck Mori! Hey!
Y'all, my boss is calling me. I'll be right back. This is important.
You are all good, love. Don't worry about it. Sir, you've been actually hate crime before. Just someone called you a cis doesn't make you offensive. Or make it offensive. Fucking facts, Trench. Absolute facts. The victim mentality from these people that have literally everything handed to them is so dumb. Like, there's a certain part of me that doesn't hate the way I look, but like, hey, Jazzy.
Jasper.
Boys.
I'm sorry, you guys.
But like, doesn't love looking literally exactly like I look. Like, fucking literally Hitler's wet dream, fucking blue eyes, although it's darker these days, but still blonde hair. Because the people that look like me act the exact opposite of me. And I can't stand it, because it's not hard. It's not hard to just not be a dick and mind your own fucking business. Like, I don't understand why so many people feel the need to try and control every little aspect. Like, I get it. My life's completely out of control. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing on a daily basis, but I trudge through and figure it out. I don't need to then lord something over someone or something else to feel better about myself. No. Inside. Inside is where you find happiness. Don't be such a fucking piece of shit. It's aching real bad. Legs are burning, and one of your eyes, you literally felt like hell all day. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Solstice. I am so sorry. Does that happen super often? Let's see here. It's easy to be a normal fucking person, and people find it so difficult. Dude, Trench, you're so right. I don't understand it. And I know, Ethan, we now have Caitlin taking a page out of Duck Cena's book. So something else you touched on that a friend DM'd of, and we're not friends anymore. Being LGBTQIA+ doesn't automatically make you a trans ally. Just like being a POC doesn't automatically make someone an ally to black people. Being part of a group of marginalized people doesn't make you an ally to those other marginalizations. You can't claim allyship, you are given it, and you can take it away if you don't feel safe. That is a goddamn fact right there, Soup. That is an absolute truth that people don't understand well enough. She didn't like you saying that because she's lesbian, she thinks she should be considered an ally just for being part of the queer community. No, that shit is earned. Like, you have to actively prove that you are the way. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. My boss's boss is like breathing down her throat, so she needed my schedule, for like 2 weeks out, and I don't have my planner, and so I had to kind of guess it. And so we're gonna fix it tomorrow, but like, she was like, yeah, no, I need this like now, and I was like, okay, I don't know what it is, but okay.
Probably hasn't changed too much.
No, because that's the week after Grand Open.
Oh, fair.
So because I'm working that Sunday, it is very different.
Oh no, I am so sorry you accidentally scratched your finger open. That sucks, Trench.
Wait,
hopefully you got a Band-Aid or something. Pain every day, although it's been worse than usual today. Oh.
What did I miss? Because I know that there was some heavy shit happening.
You missed some shit.
I'm sorry, you guys.
It's okay. It's okay. If you want to read Soup's last message.
My life is kind of in shambles.
We also have a new ducky coming in.
That is very fair. That is very fair. Yeah, no,
Duck. Dun, dun, dun.
You are absolutely right about that, Soup. There is a lot of, oh my god, my brain isn't working, but...
Borderline entitlement.
Ducky Moon.
Oh, snap.
No, it wasn't entitlement, though, it was what I was thinking. Not overlap, but like, do you know what I mean? Where it's like, there are people that are part of a lot of these communities that are marginalized, that they wind up basically trying to claim to be the most oppressed or that like they try and
Intersectional.
say intersectionality.
There you go.
Thank
Appreciate you, Sue.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of intersectionality that is really ignored in a lot of these marginalized communities, and so like there are people that are part of like one or two of them that they try and say, oh well, because I'm a part of this marginalized community, I completely understand your issues and your trauma, and that's not the case, because if you don't have that intersectionality, then no, you're not going to understand that person's like traumas, and you can't claim that yours is worse than theirs. They can't necessarily claim that theirs is worse than yours either, but
it doesn't need to be a fucking comparison.
it's not
either.
a competition
Like, it's
for
so
like
dumb.
the oppression wars.
And you make the perfect statement, Book. You believe you heard from a friend. If you're accustomed to privilege, equality feels like oppression. That is a fucking fact.
And it's so frustrating because it's like literally I just want to have the same rights that Sean does.
And personally, I feel like everyone should have those same rights, and it's blatantly obvious that's not at all how it is.
What's really frustrating to me is that a gun in the state of Texas has more rights than my fucking uterus.
I know. Oppression Olympics are just so frustrating and pointless.
It really
Like,
is
it's-
ridiculous.
And this all comes down to my anti-capitalist shit, because at the end of the day, just like most fucking things, the majority of, we'll call it the system, but it feels fucking conspiracy theory and just like stupid because it's not the right word for it, but it's the easiest word to use. But the powers that be, the way things currently are, they want infighting, so we actually don't work together. Like, fucking MLK Day was very recently.
Oh my
and
God,
the
that
amount
made
of
me
right-wing
so
fucks
mad.
who are out here trying to claim that he was a part of their movement, or that he would have been a Republican in today's day.
No, he fucking
No,
wouldn't.
no. And the main reason that he was assassinated was because he, like, there was enough of a push towards equality that he was also trying to work in a push towards middle-class people working together so everyone could gain more rights. So there would be heavier workers' rights. So there would actually be fair pay.
MLK was a true ally, a true intersectional ally.
Absolutely.
And because of that, he was assassinated.
Let's see here. It doesn't matter your sexuality. If you don't support others, then you're not an ally. I think people who think just because they're a certain sexuality, they're an ally, are the same people who would consider being straight normal. Yo, that is honestly really well put, Adam.
It really is. And you know what, Adam, that kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier and what I mentioned to Sean last night, is that the heteronormativity that we see every day is what makes it so difficult for people to figure out what their actual sexual identities are. It's why I, when I was younger, was like, oh, I'm just bi-curious so that I wouldn't rock the boat too much before I fully realized, like, my actual sexuality. And it's so frustrating that there's all of these people, like, all these really far right-wingers that are like, oh, well, the LGBTQ community is over here trying to convert our kids, trying to make our kids gay, trying to make our kids trans. No, they're not! They're trying to educate kids so that they understand that there are other ways of living than being heterosexual and being in a man-woman relationship with the nuclear family. Like, there's so many other ways of life that you can have.
Have yourself a great rest of the day, Trench. It's always
Bye,
good
Trench.
to see you, my friend. One thing you enjoy about capitalism, that your family finally realized that we are not living in a meritocracy, and you just sit here like, you realize that since capitalism, fair enough. It's, oh snap, it's shiny Carlita. Heck
Oh,
yeah.
hey! Except this one doesn't have babies, it just
I know.
abandons.
Has Carlita had her children?
Yep, there they are.
She out here just yucking it up with Ducky Moon and Andromeda while not actually taking care of her fucking children.
You know, I think this is the stream that we focus the least on the lore.
Fair.
We've actually been
That's
chatting
fair.
the whole time.
It's, you know, the ducks are in the background, but it's not always about the ducks. We also
Oh
haven't
no,
seen
Solstice
Beavis yet.
completely...
Oh no! Oh, did there... Oh.
Sorry, y'all, I'm texting in our Discord.
Hey, you're all good. Why Twitch? Well, either Twitch or Nico's internet gotta be so dumb. Hopefully we haven't lost anybody else because of Twitch being an absolute poopy butthole, which it do like to be.
But yeah, Adam, how are you doing today?
Yeah,
Are
no.
you doing okay? I know that you've had a lot going on too lately. You've been busy.
How's life been with you and Alex living together now, man? no issues, but you do have very good interwebs. Hey, yo,
To be
that's
fair, we don't have very good interwebs because we do use Spectrum and we do live in Texas.
Thankfully, I still don't understand it. We had, like, for those of you who weren't here, before I started streaming at Caitlin's, the reason that I had to move over here is because the internet at my place was so garbage that I would go live and within 10 minutes I'd get throttled and literally couldn't stream.
Mm-hmm. And because Sean has the best girlfriend in the world, I was like, listen, babe, you know what? I know that this is important to you and it's important to our community, so I'm gonna let you just come and use my apartment for this. Hey, welcome back, Nico.
Good. I'm glad.
What it boils down to a lot of things like homophobia, racism, anti-Semitism, transphobia, sexism, etc. have been so ingrained in our everyday media that most people see that shit and don't even realize. They think it's normal. No one ever tells them otherwise. That is so perfectly
does tell them they're
Setsu.
old enough to be stubborn and choose to not listen. And I mean, the other unfortunate thing about media is there's been such a push for always making anything that isn't, you know, straight white male into a fucking caricature. Anything that isn't a heteronormative relationship, it has to be something super out there.
I mean,
they
look at,
gotta be unique and weird. And it's like, why?
Look at all representation of my culture.
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican, okay? First of all, a lot of the time, if you see a Puerto Rican on TV or in media, they're not actually a Puerto Rican actor or actress because Hispanic and Latino actors and actresses are just kind of like thrown all over the place, playing completely different cultures outside of their own, which is fine, but it leads to people not being able to identify what we are. I'm very Puerto Rican, I look very Puerto Rican, but every Puerto Rican I see on TV is pretty much a caricature with like the long nails and the ghetto accents and the popping chewing gum and stuff like that, and it's like, hi, welcome in!
Cobbin
Cobbins,
Slew
well-
22 Sus, welcome into the Derp Squad. It is a pleasure to have you here. Appreciate the follow.
But it's just really frustrating that I can't look at most media and see someone who just looks like me and acts like a regular, everyday fucking person with real normal issues, you know?
It's very fair. Had a few interviews last week. One fell through, and even though it was a cool gig, it wouldn't be enough for a living. Well, hey, hopefully one of the next one works out. How many places have you been applying for? And does anyone have advice for how to not be in pain? I will say, like, one thing that might help, there's absolutely no guarantee, but one thing that could potentially help is maybe yoga. If you want some advice, I have a friend who is, I can't remember, I think she ended up graduating, but who's certified in yoga. I can always potentially ask her and see if she's got any advice for any routines that might be able to help.
Also,
I can see.
Epsom salts, like Epsom salt baths and stuff like that are really, really good. New ducky!
Oh snap, who do we got? Is it, oh shit.
Oh my
It's
god, it's duck filth. Okay, wait, Adam was saying some stuff though.
Let me scroll back up here for a second. Let's see here. Granddad's in poor health, but he's staying strong. Hopefully he gets out of it. It's hard having all your family on the other side of the globe. Well, hopefully he ends up bouncing back, man. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Honestly, Adam, with my family living just halfway across the country, I can only imagine what it's like having them on the other side of the world. I'm really sorry to hear about your grandfather.
Jeremy, my dude, it is good to see you. Congrats on hitting affiliate, my guy. That is awesome. Hell yeah. Reminds me of all the issues that SEA and Diaspora had with Rhea in The Last Dragon. That's not something I'm super familiar with. So you apply to about 15 or so media/broadcast, so competitive, so it's hard to even get an email back, but you're feeling positive. Hey,
You got this.
man.
You 100%
absolutely
got this.
You're going to crush it. You absolutely will. Jeremy, my dude, how are you doing today? Yeah.
Yes.
We got you. We absolutely got you.
Here, I can do this because I know I'm gonna forget, Nico. So, because I have the memory of a squirrel and again, insomnia brain. So,
That's fair. That is very fair. And let's see here. Send video links for that one. You can watch Rhea because of those videos. Yeah, if you want to send them, we will definitely give it a watch. Oh my God, Avery!
hi, Avery.
Avery, it's so good to see you. How are you doing? So damn good to have you here, my friend. You have no idea how badly you need you two and your big dog in a pool of duckies. Well, we got you, my friend. Hey, yo, Fraser Omega. Okay, Jesse, I'm trying to remember. please correct me if I'm wrong. How you doing, man?
I'm
It
also
is
really
good to
bad with
see you.
names, so I do not know. But hi.
Hey, dope. Okay, sweet. They're like most of the people, most of our Canadian friends, I remember the names of, but every once in a while I doubt myself. How you doing, man? It's good to see ya.
But also, you guys, you know what Sean needs?
What's that?
A boop.
That was rude. But yeah, Avery, how are you doing? What's going on in your world today? If you want to share, if not, that is also very, very much valid. Know that you are loved and appreciated, my friend.
And everyone here is.
Poggers!
Okay,
Poggers, indeed. Also, I didn't respond to it earlier, but so says, I am so sorry that for whatever reason. Oh, why would you do that to both of us?
Because poggers.
That just feels like a self-inflicted wound.
No, because now anytime that someone redeems poggers, I get to curse and make you not curse for even longer. Punishment.
Rude.
Until
Rude.
you remove that sound redemption, I'm going to do this every
It's
time.
never getting removed, so I'll just
Okay.
deal with it. It's fine.
Then deal with it.
But
Then
yeah,
don't
so-
bitch. Oh, whoops.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
I'm the worst, you guys.
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
hearing this? Nico,
I love you.
I love you too. I am so sorry that all your derp coin was gone. What the heck is going on, Twitch? Okay, good, it's back. Yay.
Did you just say hell?
Poggers!
Did.
Oh, and fuck.
Thank you, Soup. I am in pain. But yeah. Oh no, wait, who's on fire? Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot that Lil John.
I set little Johnny on fire!
Where's Jimmy? Why is Jimmy not here right now? Jimmy, my man, you best hurry it up.
The duck or
I
the
miss
real
Dad.
person?
No, real person.
Oh, okay.
It's I will explain momentarily. I promise you I will, Avery. But yeah, no, Jesse, my dude, I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing good.
Also,
we're definitely hanging in there. How's the new year treating you so far?
mental health stream needs mental health doggo, so hello from Gimmel.
But yeah, I know we got a ton of people that just jumped in. We got
Moderwellen is here, Avery.
we got 16 people in here right now. You guys just absolutely blow me away every time. I love y'all
Avery
so
needs to
much.
see Moderwellen.
Oh yeah, let's go to where's Moderwell
I might be in the bottom pool.
Where you hadn't. Nope. There's Homer Simpson duck. Wait. No, that's right. It wasn't Moderwellen. It was
I thought we got Moderwellen.
it was childhood.
Chef!
Let's see here, and we have Jeff. Jeff is the sussy baka? Yes.
Yes. So
yes.
Avery,
Okay.
see what
Yeah,
happened
so-
was there's some DLC, and so when we downloaded it, it like deleted all our save data.
So
But we
that's
still did
actually
it.
not what it is. So the unfortunate thing with this game, if you go back and forth between the two different areas, it unfortunately resets the amount of ducks, and you start with one again.
Well,
But you know, we deal with it because we still get ducks. I know, like, if there's one thing I can ask of the dev community, if anyone, it's probably not a lot of devs. Whoever may be dev or dev for plastic ducks, can we get a way to have a separate save file for both so we can keep all our duckies?
yeah, but at least they keep their names.
Let's see here. I think dog white but lighting bad. You're not wrong.
He's actually
He
like
also-
cream colored.
But his skin is pink, and his hair is a little. You look so fuck. Guy said a bad word. You look so crunchy, my guy.
He's always crunchy. He's just
You
sleepy.
are. Your beard is gross, my guy. Maintenance
He's
is
like,
important.
stop calling me out, tall dude.
You're looking at Norman. He's even better. Hey, he's some very good stuff. Say what you want, but that is a pink dog.
I just love to
you,
mess with
Avery.
him because like he doesn't like it, but like he doesn't really fight it. Like
He
he just
just
kind of
puts up
accepts
with
it.
it. He gave me a low look like, oh, dude, save me. Here, you want to come here, Gummo?
You wanna go shelter?
Would you like to hang? Here we go. You can be flat now.
He's a flat potato.
He's just gonna pass out. I love his
He
round
does have a round little body. He's a couple of pounds overweight. And by a couple I mean like 2.5, 3 pounds overweight.
We have him ham shank of a torso. Facts. Absolute facts.
I just love messing with him. He's
We've
so
tried
fun.
so many different weight loss foods on him. And nothing works because he just exists in chonk. It's fair. It's hard not to.
Everyone loves Gizmo, and like no one really cares about my other dog Jasper, and it makes me really sad.
Hey, that is a fact. That do mean he's well loved. But we do gotta cut down on the pudge because we kind of want you to live a long life, and you already have bad joints as it is. So we gotta
Okay,
get a
babe,
little
we gotta
better.
do some sit-ups.
We do love Jasper. That's true.
Here, I'll grab
It's
Jasper
okay.
so that he can join.
He doesn't need to work out. He's just here to chill.
No, Gizmo doesn't need to work out because he's
3 is a couple, right? Absolutely. Absolutely, Book. You don't even like dogs and you love this dog. Well, Jasper doesn't give us any cheesecake. Wait, what?
Here's Jasper.
I love Jazzy. But I'm also just a fan of cute little terriers. So Jazzy definitely hits it.
Jasper is actually how I gained Sean's
They won't always Be
affection.
able to lose weight without surgery, different body/genetics, and he definitely does not have the greatest genes here. Would you like
So
to?
Gizmo is also a parvo puppy, so I think that I'm sorry, almost dying
just a
of
bit. Just beat me over here.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Almost dying of
fine.
gastrointestinal upset at 3.5 months old, I think really messed up his GI tract
I give him a
and
high
his
five
ability
from-
to like metabolize and digest his food properly.
He blepped my hand.
He always bleps you.
I was gonna say high five for both of us almost dying immediately into this world, but
Okay, but in Gizmo's case, that was actually his former owner's fault for not vaccinating him because he caught parvo after he would have been old enough to have been vaxxed for it.
that's so dumb.
Vaccinate your animals, people.
It's not.
That is a hill I will die on. I just took my dogs to go get their flu shots the other day because I don't mess around with my children. Vaccinate your pets.
You are so chonk.
He is the chonkinest.
Like, my legs feel heavy right now because of just how much absolute flab there is laying on top.
There
of
is
it.
no ab under that. It's just flab.
I love you, buddy. Well, yeah, for I know we got a ton of people who just hopped in a few minutes ago. Vaccinate your children, human or otherwise.
Absolutely. Oh my
Facts.
god, the amount of people that I like met while working in retail that would bring their freaking infants into my stores and be like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to vaccinate them." Ma'am, what are you doing? What the made me so mad. Made me so mad. They were like, "It's going to give them autism." No, it's not.
Praise
Ugh.
Meepus. Praise Meepus indeed. Which, fun fact, we did find out that apparently there is a negative to the positive. Or wait, is Meepus positive or negative?
Meepus is the negative.
Is Meepus the negative?
Meepus is the negative, my love.
Does that mean that Meepus is Satan?
A tutto il nord della penisola. La temperatura di conseguenza rimane sui valori attuali. Grazie, arrivederci.
We just, hey, you were all good. I'm so
Who
sorry.
do we get?
Who do we get today? You know what? We're gonna ignore the
It's
things
Kool-Aid!
that I said. Hey!
It's something else for me to set on fire.
Positive is Meepus. Me and Sean have determined. Or that's right. Positive is Pemus. We have. Faye and I are on the same page. Whenever we get to positive, Scorp just coming in, throwing the fire down.
I'm like, I will set this guy on fire. As soon as I saw it land in the pool, my ducky was like, let's go. We got some mission.
Praise Meepus, hail Satan. That's how we do it. You were all good, Ethan. You were all good. How's work going today, man? Like you said in Caitlin's DM, sounds both like penis and Peemist, which just makes it that much better.
I can't with you.
It has to be
You
Peemus.
guys, I adore this person.
I don't know why.
But like,
I don't understand why you put up with me. Look at this ghost dude.
I love the music every time you click on
Distracted.
him.
Do the fancy dance. Oh, hey! Ducky Wise actually put out Lil Johnny.
No! Fuck.
Well, I deserve that.
You did. You did.
Back.
You 100% deserve that one.
Poggers.
Fuck!
No!
I love how I can just say the word fuck and it makes it get reset.
That's rude. That's very rude. Appreciate you, Nico.
It's okay. He's the one that you're really torturing, Ethan.
But yeah, how's the workday going? Oh, snap. Are you ready? I'm gonna dab to the left. It's gonna look like the right to you guys, but I promise it's our left.
Ready?
1, 2, 3, dab. Waiting for Peemus to spawn so can make him an emote too. Oh, yes. I'm hopeful it happens today.
Okay, but can we just real quick discuss the dishwasher?
I forgot. Okay, so we have new emotes that are going
Okay,
to be
so
made.
this requires a little backstory. My dishwasher broke, and so I just got a new one yesterday, and I was in Soup's chat when it was being delivered, and I was like, I'm getting a new dishwasher. And Soup was like, oh, cool, I sent it to you.
Oh, that's right.
Soup was like, cool, if you send it to me, I'll make it a sexy emote. Or I'll make it a sexy face.
It's just
It's so amazing.
It was a solid
It
dad
is
moment
so
here.
amazing.
It will actually be getting added, definitely to the Discord, potentially to Twitch too. We'll see if we end up having any issues, but how long did it take you to put it together, Sue?
It was really quick that they
it
sent
seemed like
it back.
It was a quick turnaround.
That was a
Yo,
really fast turnaround.
Scarlet Phoenix, how are you doing?
Hi!
Appreciate you.
Please
We
don't
do
mind
try
the
to
lewd
ma-
washer that Soup sent us.
We do try to make some clean dabs. We do.
We did make a very clean dab.
But yeah, no. So this will
5-ish minutes. That is some talent. I'm impressed.
This will be an emote very, very soon.
Also, I don't
have
like
such
the
an interesting
slurpy noises
universe.
that were happening on the slide behind the
It's what
dishwasher.
the slide does. How are you doing, Scarlet
Yeah, but behind
Phoenix?
the dishwasher, it was a little sus.
Fair. It is so good to see you, my friend. Parents tried to raise you without swearing, and it didn't friggin' work. You just normally do it when something frustrates you. I feel that. I really feel that. But oh, come on, Jeremy. Jeremy, you gotta say the dirty
Say
joke.
the dirty joke. I will
can't just
always
say that.
appreciate a good dirty joke.
Dishwasher, like, I want you to film me with something nasty.
No! Gizmo looks so perturbed.
Oh.
You
yeah,
upset
back
the
to-
tiny chunky
I
dog.
think it was probably 10 minutes ago that I was going to say this, but then I got distracted because of who I am as a person. For those of you who have hopped in and haven't been here since the beginning, this is a mental health stream.
Jeremy!
So anything you want to talk about, anything you got on your mind, we got you covered today. Go ahead and let some weight off and bring back the washer. She wants a big load.
Soup says the dishwasher wants to clean your dirty dishes. I mean, clog up my pipes,
My
I
pipes, I
dare
dare you.
I tell that to Sean all the time.
Hey, I am so glad you're getting out of work, my guy. How far of a drive home is it today? Hey, your father hours go, yo, you know?
From what you've told us about your father, we hate him too, Nico.
Genuinely.
We do.
Genuinely.
Like,
Hey,
we've
only
actually
half
talked
hour.
about it.
Honestly, it's genuinely
How hard is it to just
ridiculous.
accept your child for who they are?
It shouldn't be. It really
It
shouldn't.
really shouldn't.
Let's see here, back to work this week. Wife had our baby boy.
Oh, congratulations!
Hey, congratulations! How, obviously, it's the internet. We're not going to ask any super personal details, but I gotta know. How big was the kiddo? And it sparkles,
It's
Ethan!
Ethan Stuck!
Just in time for you to get off work. We got you here in the game. Would you like down, Gimmo? I think he wants to go back to you at least.
You wanna come back to you, man?
But yeah, no, that's definitely a mood, Soup. Excuse me while I just reach for some
It's
water.
weird, because you know what? I did used to hate my dad, but at this point, I'm very just kind of indifferent to him. Like, I just don't want him to really be part of my life.
Good for you.
But, like, it's not, like, from a place of anger. It's from a place of just wanting to protect myself and make sure that I'm okay.
It's a place of acceptance. You
It is.
understand and know who he is, and since he's not forcibly in your daily life, it's easier to accept that he's just not a good person and not the kind of person you want to be around. So, goodbye.
Exactly. And if I have to pick one of my parents, my mom is definitely the less problematic one, so.
Fair.
Which
It
is fun.
truly is a sign, Ethan. Now you get to go enjoy a very chill rest of your
Praise
day.
Meepus, gosh dang it.
Someday you'd like for a character in a series or movie to make dirty jokes, and when someone reciprocates for them to say stop. I don't have those feelings. Oh, that would be beautiful. I love that idea. Let's see here. People mostly hear about your mom, but your dad has you so fricked that all he has to do is move towards you in anger, and you're instinctively making yourself smaller and bringing up your arms to cover your head. Oh,
I'm sorry, Soup.
that is awful. I am so sorry.
But also, what a little chonker.
I know. Hot dang, 8 pounds 9 ounces. That's a big little dude.
I think I was over 8 pounds when I was born, but my mom had gestational diabetes with me.
Fair. Thing is, he's always neutral towards everything, apart from whenever he decides to be angry at homeless people and stuff.
Ew.
So he's okay with being trans and everything, but doesn't actually care and isn't supportive. Now that
So that is not him being neutral. That is him actually taking an active stance, because it doesn't take a lot of effort to just say I love you and I support you.
it's essentially just being dismissive.
It
It's
is.
It's saying what you mean without actively saying it.
It is. It's kind of like those people that, like, when kids come out to their parents, they're like, it's just a phase. That's pretty much that kind of a response.
Exactly. I could it's healthier to accept than keep a hatred for someone. You're not saying you can't hate people, but it's like a bridge that you can cross in your life, that you can just get over the fact that they are who they are and you can't change them, and just set boundaries on how you want to be. Yo, that is
Exactly,
beautifully
Ethan. That's
put.
exactly where I am. Like, I
100%.
don't have the room in my life for that level of hatred anymore.
Nor should you. Paid for one of your binders, but also just doesn't care about you. It's very weird because he treats you the same that he does his pets, which sounds worse than that is, but still.
No, that is not acceptable.
And especially if it is a situation where, like, on the short side, you can say he's got favoritism towards your sister, if not just completely treats you different. That is a more than justified reason to be upset. That is
Absolutely.
not how you treat your child.
There was definitely favoritism in my household toward my brother growing up, but again, I'm Latin, and so in Latin families, generally the son is the more favored child because the son is the one that will carry on the family name. And to this day, whenever I go back to my mom's house, there's like a lot more pictures of my brother up around the house, and there's like this certain level from my mom of almost like, I don't want to say worship because that's not the right word for it, but reverence toward my brother.
I think that's a
that
good way to
like
put
she just doesn't hold the same room for me. And I don't want that level of like adoration from my mom because it's almost like she craves a certain level of attention from him, which is really bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Like, my grandfather passed away last month, and my mom was like, you know, if I died, I don't think Brandon would care. And I'm like, Mom, of course he would freaking care. Like, why are you the way that you are?
Even if it is a phase, the correct thing is to support them, let them explore it, and either way, just help them grow as a human being.
Exactly, book.
Friggin'
Because
Lutely. Words.
sexuality is constantly evolving. We are always growing and changing as people. When I met Sean, he, from what I understand, I don't want to speak exactly for him, but for the way that he portrayed himself was as a cisgendered man. And then as we like started streaming more and he got more comfortable online and talking with a lot of you guys, he was like, I don't necessarily identify as a man, but it's just like the easiest thing to identify as. And then a few months ago I heard the term gender apathetic and I told him about that, and he was like, actually that makes a lot of sense toward how I feel.
It's me to a T, genuinely. Oh, we got a new duck.
So, you know,
Scarlet
our identities
Phoenix.
are constantly evolving. That is
my
so
God,
cute.
it's a cracked porcelain duck. Who would like to nickname our
You know
new
what it reminds
porcelain
me
duck?
of?
What's that?
It reminds me of Sinisty and Poltergeist
Yeah,
because it's
a
a
bit.
cracked little.
A little bit. He's really small, and our girl wasn't much smaller, and the 90th percentile of heads. Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Proud for the best. Your wife's had a C-section for both. That really sounds like it. And you know, our holidays were okay.
My
were,
holidays were not really.
They
that
were rough.
good.
They were rough.
I
but
lost
we
my
survived.
grandfather on Christmas Day, so, and then I spent New Year's back in Florida for his viewing. So it was not a good holiday, but I hope you guys had a better one.
Yeah, how about you, Scarlet Phoenix? How was your holiday?
Also, I love the name soup.
Doll-faced duckling. It is perfect. It is perfect. The duck is chipped. It's ooh. You know,
It's okay,
I gotta
Adam.
be honest. I think I might have to. I think we're gonna change it to chip.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
I
know
love
why,
it.
but it's just so simple and I love it. But also because ducks like chips, probably. I don't know enough about ducks.
They do like crackers and bread.
That's fair. That's fair. Let's see here. Thing is, he doesn't care about you being or he doesn't think you being trans is a phase. He just doesn't care. Rather strange to you, and you genuinely can't understand the way he thinks.
That is so fucked.
So, coming from a father who it sounds like is probably somewhat similar, who's just extremely narcissistic and doesn't really think or act outside of whatever is the best for them. In my experience, it's not worth it to even try to understand the way they think, because
It's gonna hurt you more in the end.
and it's gonna switch on a dime, and it's not really gonna matter. if there's one thing that I can give as a piece of advice for any kind of anything with your father is just to, I won't say shut him out, but just try to take to, like, the most extent that it is still you, try to take that same mentality where it's just a person. Like we talked about a couple of streams ago, family is not blood. Family does not, like, family, blood can be family, but family is not blood is not guaranteed to be family. It's the people who, like,
It's the
actively
people that
show an
show up
interest
for you.
and care and show up. Exactly.
Like, Sean is my family.
Absolutely. I got you. Didn't even scream that to be a name. You were just describing the duck. I mean, it was solid. It was
Dollface
solid.
duckling was pretty solid.
Here. They may like crackers and bread, but you've heard bread is not a very good thing for the birds. Yeah,
It
no,
is not.
a
It is
good
not.
thing.
Do not feed the burbs bread.
Honestly, I have no idea how to process that because you spent so many years trying to understand him, and it's something that's gonna take time to kind of break of that thought process, because especially, like, it's something that people still aren't completely broken away from. We are all trained that no matter what happens,
You respect your parents.
your family, the people you're born under, you respect them. And you have to accept them for who they are. But everything in life is reciprocal. If something isn't given in a return that works for you, then it isn't deserving of that attention. Fucking ducky moved. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the duck.
And also, Nico, the other thing too is that there are some people in this world that it's just not worth it to try to understand their train of thought and their mindsets, because they aren't going to change. And at the end of the day, when people show you who they are, believe them. If your dad is just completely apathetic and neutral towards you, it's going to be easier in the long run for yourself to just kind of say, okay, well, this is how this person is going to be, and decide whether, once you're old enough, because I know that you're still 16, you're still living at home, but once you are in a position that you can make that decision, to decide whether or not you are going to maintain that contact, be like myself and go low contact, or be like others and just go completely no contact. And if that's what you decide is the best for you, then that's what's best for you, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and you can't let other people guilt you for that decision, because it's what's good for you.
My sister wasn't allowed to be drunk according to her grandfather. He said it wasn't pretty for a lady to be drunk. And you had to explain to her that no, he was being sexist towards you. It's...
Ew.
That's...
Fucking ew.
Older generations suck.
Honestly.
Genuinely. That
Like-
is such a garbage thought process. Like,
Ugh.
it's... I don't even... Oh, snap, who do we
Ethan,
got?
are you going to be bringing all these moving boxes and things
God.
toward us?
Oh, it's
Panda!
Panduck is back!
Yes!
Yeah! He does treat you okay. He buys you anything that you want, basically, and lets you go anywhere at any time.
So, here's the thing.
Something
That's
that-
buying your attention and affection.
I was gonna say, something that a lot of parents will do is just simply try to, and to a certain extent, my parents a lot of the time too, is trying to either buy your affection or at least buy your forgiveness with things and with freedom.
My dad bought me a several $100 white gold tennis bracelet for my graduation in high school, because it was a diamond bracelet, because I had barely spoken to him in years and he was trying to buy back my affection. I have worn that bracelet maybe 3 times. I gave it to Sean's mom for her birthday this year, because I was like, this is not me, this is not for me, I don't want it, I'm not going to ever wear this, and I don't want it in my life.
And if there's one thing I can say, if there's any positive you can take from that situation, is you can take the knowledge of the ways that you want people to show you love. You can essentially take that fucked up situation of someone trying to just, to a certain extent, pay you off, and try to learn not only the ways that you don't want people around you showing their affection and love, but the ways that you do. Like, I love my grandfather to death, but he was a mentally unstable man and extremely narcissistic, and like, for the longest time growing up, I didn't understand why, like, everybody would constantly complain because, you know, my grandpa he was a huge collector. He had a ton of stuff. He would just spew information at you constantly, and I was like, well, I don't understand why everybody complains so much about why he does it. And I kind of came to the realization that what I learned from him was that was essentially my beginning to learning how people show love in different ways, because for him, sharing information, sharing the things that he was passionate about, that was how he knew how to show that he cared. Didn't mean it was right, didn't mean that it was for everyone, but that was that first moment to help me see that, like, not everybody shows love in the exact same way, because again, people are all wired differently, and sometimes the way that people show that, I won't even say they care, because caring shows, like, I feel like there's a deeper emotional attachment for caring, but I feel like showing love is better, because it's one of those more undescribable emotions that a lot of people use as an excuse for being selfish or being shitty.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's a weird thing to attach to love, but it feels accurate. So, like, being able to take those lessons and figure out the ways that other people show it, but also the ways that work for you and don't work for you, is probably about the only, like, true positive you can get from that situation.
And also, Nico, I don't know if your dad is the way that my dad and what it seems like Soup's mom is, but my dad has a really bad habit of buying expensive things or taking care of you, treating you well, and then being like, well, look at all the wonderful things I did for you. Why are you not accepting that, you know, I care, or why aren't you doing things the way that I want you to, or behaving the way that that he wants you to? It's really just a matter of control and of saying, you know, accept my authority as your father, basically. And I really hope he doesn't do that to you, but it's just something to think about when he's kind of like buying you all these things and showering you with all the stuff you're asking for. You know, what might be the motivation behind it? Is it because he genuinely wants to take care of you? Is it because he just wants you to kind of be quiet and go over to the corner? Or is it because he wants something to hold over your head later? And if you realize that it is the third option, as hard as it can be sometimes the best option in that scenario is to just not ask for things, to not give them that ammunition later, because they will use it to guilt you to the end of time.
How many wooden boxes do you need? Tape, Sharpies?
I was mentioning that earlier. I was like, is Ethan gonna come and help us move?
And you know what? I think Pan Duck is Pan.
I think Pan Duck is
that.
all the pans.
Absolutely say that. I was really bad about love bombing, which is a manipulation tactic. Exactly.
Yep.
100%.
My dad to it.
Oh, gosh, you Avery. I DM'd because I'm sure you probably can't hear it. But, oh, snap!
Hey, it's
Cry
Ducky!
Ducky! I forgot there were actual tears on Cry
That's
Ducky.
why we named it Cry Ducky.
That's right. Me during Omori. Literally every time.
Scorp set someone on fire!
It's Lil Johnny.
It is Lil
the
Johnny.
only one who's in here who can be lit on
Kool-Aid
fire.
isn't here.
Or no, that's right. Kool-Aid is in here. Is Kool-Aid still okay?
Yeah, Kool-Aid has so
Yeah.
far avoided my wrath.
Somehow.
Okay.
Like that. You generally don't think he cares enough about your opinion of him, if that makes sense.
That's fair.
That
It's
makes
unfortunate, but that does make sense.
Some people are just simply in it for themselves in every way, and they don't think or care about the way their actions are perceived or how people think about them. I don't know enough about, like, actual clinical mental health things, but I feel like that is, like, at least somewhat a part of narcissistic personality. Love bombing is when you were showered with non-stop gifts, compliments, and attention. This begins a cycle of abuse where the love bomber withholds love and attention to manipulate you. shower with love can feel so good. It can be instant confidence boost to feel so wanted and appreciated by someone. If something doesn't feel sincere, you can't put your finger on it, but it's there. You may have become your partner's narcissistic supply. Or in your case, your parents.
I have been that narcissistic supply
Same.
before.
Absolutely same. It's a hard thing, like, it's easy when you're out of it to point at it and be like, oh yeah, no, that's exactly what it was. How did I get stuck and tricked into that for so long? But it's because in the moment, it's like, it's hard to break your brain past your facts. Book! Damn it!
Chef! He stole the clown.
And that's fair. That's fair. That was a good distraction for me. For the first time in an hour and a half, making the mistake. The fusion begins. I can't help it. I don't know why.
Why can you never tell Book and Soup apart?
In my defense.
And what is your defense?
Fucking Book. Every time Soup changes something in their username, whether it's the color, or like right now, where
Their
Soup
name
is all
the
capitalized.
same. Or, I mean, like, their color and everything is the same.
Exactly. So my brain just associates
No, I mean,
it.
Soup's thing hasn't changed.
They changed it. I think it was last Omori stream that they changed it, or that Faye changed it, and Book changed it very subtly in there too. Y'all are trying to mess with me.
I don't know. if
That's true.
or not.
I haven't called. I think it was Soup. I called Soup. Let's see here. I called Soup Victor
Yeah, no, you called
Solstice
Soup everybody
and
in
one
the
other
chat.
person outside of Book too. I was on it that day. I'm an idiot. You guys need to hear the stories of your girlfriend's family. Your family is fucked up. Just recently, her and her aunt, so much manipulation tactics, but your girlfriend or siblings are no dummies. Good for her for learning. Like, it's...
Yeah, no, my grandma's family is freaking psychotic, and I'm so glad that we don't have a lot to do with a lot of them, because it would be just being home last month and seeing a little bit of it was just too much for me.
Just hearing how stressed you were simply coming from, like, what, not even an hour of being around that many members of your family?
Well, that was for my birthday. But, like,
True.
no, that's the people I'm used to.
Fair.
It was stressful, but those are the people I'm used to. I mean the extended family.
Okay.
My grandma's sisters are insane. They are insane
Told some
people.
Stories.
They are when I say they're crazy, like, it's not me being like, oh, they're so crazy, they're so quirky. No, they're crazy. Like, they're literally, like, psychotic.
Thank you for stepping directly on one testicle.
So
with
my
both
dogs
paws.
have a really bad habit of stepping on Sean's balls, and I regularly remark that it's very fortunate that I don't need those at any point.
Yep. Gonna go down to Grants Pass where her aunt lives and her dad lives for Christmas. They couldn't make it until the day after Christmas. Her aunt was trying to guilt trip them into coming early, saying stuff like, oh, well, are you gonna make dinner? And your uncle came all the way over here to see you and shit like that. Dude.
People are wild.
My sister is the same fucking way.
Oh my god, his sister is so
Genuinely.
bad.
It's like, it's the most stupid thing. And like, I love my parents. Partially because I have to, because I'm under their roof.
They do indulge your sister way too
But
much.
like, yeah, no, they immediately give into it. And it's like, yo,
She's
this
30.
is how you create a horrendously unhealthy human being. Is years of enabling this kind of behavior, so it becomes so learned that that's just how they're gonna be the rest of their fucking life, and it's miserable for everyone, them included.
They honestly, like, they hate the way that she is, and it confuses me so much, because I'm like, but you guys did this.
Oh my god, Soup. I'm every person, they're all in me. I'm the only one that's here. Everyone is Soup now.
Yeah, no, I do
Soup
love...
is love, Soup is life.
I have gotten to be pretty close to Sean's mom,
Appreciate you,
and
Solstice.
to a certain extent his dad as well. But Sean does a very good job of kind of protecting me. And
Again, this goes back to our acceptance thing. You can accept and understand for the people or the people around you and the way that they are. That way you can find ways to help cope and also protect the other people.
Oh,
You were saying, oh no to Sarah. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. You actually know
I mean,
Sarah.
Ethan. So you have known Sarah longer than anyone in this chat room right now. Are you really all that surprised to hear about that? I have to ask.
I mean, do you want to tell them about what happened for the birthday situation or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Ethan's like, we ain't getting into that, dog.
It's okay. She's not in here right now. There will be no offense. God damn it, Jeff. I saw that. Is she here? So you have no comment. She is not here. Also, who was it? Wait. I missed it. Avery! Materwellen! Materwellen is
Hang
back!
on, let me text Avery.
Oh, snap. Ethan coming in. And, oh, no.
Oh my god.
Jeff! Stop that.
Gosh, what is Avery's username?
Sick horse.
Sick horse.
Yo, dude. I'm glad you get it. I'm glad you get it. Like, it's especially nice having somebody from the outside being able to confirm that. Because I can't help, like, because they put on a good show.
Mm-hmm.
In short bursts, they know how to put on a very good show. But being around them constantly, and for as many years as I have, I see through that facade every time. But I can't help but in the back of my mind be like, but wait. But nobody else sees this. So
No, I
is
see
it just
it.
me? Fair. But like nobody who like spends little bits of time around them sees this. So like, is it just me?
I mean, even they see how bad
They see it in each other, but they don't see it in themselves.
No, absolutely. But like, I think that the collective, each of them seeing each other's flaws, should be enough to show that it's there and it's real.
That is very fair.
Un brevissimo
That
flash
is so
meteorologico
fucking fair.
iniziando dalle
Yo.
temperature le temperature minime di questa notte. Le minime notturne. La sensibile diminuzione
I don't
sulla
honestly
Italia
know
con valori
Soup.
di primato del freddo. Meno
The
14
background,
per Versano,
okay.
Bolzano, Aosta, meno 11,
The pool is
Torino,
fun.
meno
The pool is
10,
cute.
Cuneo, meno
I love
12
the
Milano.
soundtrack
La
more.
diminuzione è stata risentita anche in
At the
alcune
cabin.
regioni del sud
There.
d'Italia.
The
It's-
cabin has more actual music, whereas this one just has a bunch of weird shit.
It is so chill. Oh, my uncle, your grandma, all the same kind of situation. Your mom hasn't talked to your uncle and vice versa in like 10 years because of some stupid thing. Really? Is that without giving away any like actual? Well, I guess names wouldn't really matter because it's literally just the first name. But is that Ryan and your mom? Singing children now rapid speaking. It's so weird. I don't understand it. You're hearing words in the sound of letters, prob.
Well, here's the thing though, because we've unlocked a few new ducks, so the next time we go to the mountain pool, we'll have more ducks falling
True.
that are already named.
That's true.
Eventually, we'll unlock all the ducks, you guys.
We're getting close.
Have we already been sitting here for over an hour and a half?
We got time flies when you're having ducks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Sean!
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 ducks. We only got 17 ducks left.
Okay, look at us go.
Don't think just because we're gonna unlock all the ducks mean that the duck streams are stopping, because they will constantly be a thing.
Gosh dang it, book.
It must collect all of the not dick but duck.
The only dick I need to collect is this one.
It was because your mom called your uncle instead of text when his dog passed away. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a sad time, it was inevitable, and she felt like he needed some time, so she texted him instead, and from that point they haven't said a word to each other. Your mom's tried, but your grandma's trying to convince your mom that she needs to reach out and be more willing to talk. Like, oh my god, that is...
I don't mean to laugh, but like it's so outlandishly ridiculous that it's like almost funny if it wasn't so fucked up.
That's fair. That is very fair. That is...
I will get. Well, I mean, this is the fluffy squishmallow.
No, please laugh. I do. All right.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Haha.
Good.
I'm going to
Like-
go get squishmallow because Solstice has requested it.
That's fair. Do you wanna bring in the squishable?
Obviously.
Okay, so
Obviously, I'm being
for those of you who aren't fully into stuffed animal culture, I love Squishmallows, but Squishables are better. They're so dope. I genuinely love them so much. How is Jeff nothing? Squishmable.
Okay, but like to be fair, Squishmallow does have the bisexual fox.
True.
Still lead.
True. I think, honestly, it comes to counterculture, Sean, as my main reason, but it's because Squishables are so much less, like, mass-produced and corporatized,
But why fox?
but Squishmallows are also amazing. No disrespect.
But why
Yo, like, or act like 5-year-old children. Your mom's no different. You'll ever being raised the way they were, set them up to be this way. It's part of the reason your parents are divorced.
I mean, fair, because child of divorce too.
I get that. Like,
Okay, this is Olga. She is kind of greenish, so it's hard to see her, but she is an octopus. This was one of my Christmas presents from Sean.
Really? Squishables have started being sold in stores or in mass in stores like Walgreens. Interesting. I thought it was just Squishmallows. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no.
This is a Chimera that Sean had that he gave me, and then I just ordered myself a new Squishable. It's a little owl. And also a new duck dropped, but it's an old duck.
Fair. That's fair. Wait, and I go back to... Oh, that... Dude, I forgot about that. I forgot that your dad found out about your mom cheating on him on your graduation. Like, I had this memory of that day being just, like, uncomfortable and awkward in a lot of times, and I'd completely spaced that was why. Like,
I mean, if you... Okay, so, you know, Ethan, do you want to bond real quick over our parents just kind of being shitty? Because, so,
what up, Pigeon? How you doing? You can't spell mass or nuclear mass genocide without you and I. God damn it.
So, funny story, you guys. When I was 10, my mom called my brother and I... What? Meebus!
Meebus, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
But anyways, so when I was 10 years old, my mom called my brother and I into the living room. My brother is about 2.5 years older than me. And she was crying, and she told us that my dad had had an ongoing affair with a woman in Arizona, back where we used to live, and they had matching Mustangs, and that he had had ongoing affairs with multiple women throughout their marriage. And then my parents had a separation in which my mom threw all my dad's stuff that night out onto the patio and then yelled at my brother and I when we tried to help him bring it inside. And then they got back together a few months later, and then a few years later they got divorced. So Ethan, I get you.
Yeah, what'd you find out, Pigeon? Talk about going from a complete high to as low as you could go. Felt like the world stopped. You don't blame your dad entirely. It was kind of upsetting that he had to reveal that information on that day.
Yeah, no, that was fucked.
You wouldn't want to hold back. I don't think there was any need to. You don't want anything against either of your parents by any means. I think that's how life is, and you're not wrong. And it's like, it's unfortunate that people don't think about the impact of their own selfishness. They're talking about your mom, not your dad. It's like, if we ever got to the point where you felt like you weren't getting enough and you were reaching out for someone else, I would sincerely hope that you would come to me
absolutely.
first. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to communicate and be like, hey, this is what I'm lacking. And then for me, I would be like, okay, cool. I will fix that. Or, hey, I gotta be honest, that's not something I can do. So you will go our separate ways. You go take care of yourself.
About our relationship compared to other relationships I've been in is I feel safe telling you things that I need and communicating things to you.
Exactly.
Like, I'm about to out myself here, you guys, but I cheated one time on my abusive ex because I knew that he would gaslight me into staying with him if I didn't have absolutely no way of going back. So I had an affair one night, and the next morning immediately ended it because I knew I would finally be able to cut myself clean. I would not do that to you because I didn't feel safe communicating things to him and telling him what I needed, because he always turned it around and made me feel like shit and basically made me feel like I was at fault for what I was feeling. And so you don't give me that. You actually hear me out and respect me as a person. So I would never do that to you because that was literally the only thing I could do for my own safety to get out of that situation.
I don't necessarily blame you. Oh, hey, the flamingo is in the pool. It's random, but I'm so glad either me or my younger sister is planning on having children because the amount of health issues in the family is
I don't blame you, Solstice.
Fun fact, Solstice. So this is something that I've talked about many a time on the channel. Fun fact, the reason I was able to get approved for a vasectomy at
21?
Just that it was almost exactly 2 weeks before my 21st birthday.
Jesus Christ.
Was because the litany of mental and physical health issues that run rampant in my family. Let's see here, you found out your sister, both biological parents are basically all Serbo-Albanians. But really, none of you guys were born in Serbia or Albania. You were born in Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia, and your sister was born in Libya. Your dad was born in Vanadu, and your mom was born in Turkmenistan. That is fascinating, my guy.
So, Soup, I have to say, as someone who has been in a relationship where I didn't feel safe having any kind of feelings, like when I told my ex I was moving to Texas, the only reason I felt confident enough to tell him was because I was drunk. I didn't feel safe and comfortable telling him anything unless I was under the influence of either weed or alcohol. I have never felt that way about Sean. I have, like, from the beginning, even though, like, I was a lot more nervous at the beginning than I am now when I tell him, like, communicate my wants and needs, I have never felt like I needed to be under any kind of influence to tell him anything, because I knew that there was that safety and that mutual respect of, I appreciate you communicating this need to me. Let's see what we can do together as a partnership to make that right. And that's why I don't really think of Sean as my boyfriend. It honestly, it sounds weird to me calling him that. Whenever I address Sean to anybody, I address him as my partner, because that is what we have. We have a partnership.
And that's how it should be.
We have Sunny.
Oh shit, Sunny.
We have, you know, a very respectful relationship toward each other, and there has never been a feeling of, I don't know whether or not I can be with this person long term, because, like, we got together very quickly. Honestly.
Yeah.
Things happened between us very, very quickly because there was kind of just that respect right off the bat.
Absolutely. You're just glad your parents will never get back together.
I am too.
Going back to a thing I briefly was talking about earlier, like, it's always interesting getting to see the ways that, like, your parents fucked them up, but then seeing, because they're not the most aware of them, repeat the cycle. Because my mom is doing the exact same thing that my grandma does and did throughout my grandpa's and hers entire marriage until he literally died.
Oh, my mom does the same thing too. Like, you know how I had mentioned earlier that in Latin culture, the son is usually the highest regarded child, and my mom did that with my brother. Well, my mom was always kind of shoved aside and treated very, very horribly by my grandmother, because my grandmother, her first child, was a very ill son who passed away at the age of 7. And so my grandmother always resented my mother for being born healthy when her son was not. And so my mom kind of carried over that cycle. She didn't treat me nearly as awfully as my grandmother did to her. Like, she wasn't throwing frying pans and shit at me. But there was that certain still level of, well, I'm going to... I don't regard you as highly as I do my other child, even though she'll never admit it. And anytime I try and say that she favors my brother over me, she basically gaslights me into trying to think that I'm wrong.
It's so dumb. I'm told that it's life-changing when you finally have a healthy relationship with a partner who does the bare minimum.
That's what I was telling them earlier.
It's a fact. It is a fact. Wait. Nico, if you find any good fanfics, either DM to me on Discord or drop them in the chat. We will do a live reading of a fanfic if there are actual fanfics for Plastic Ducks. Are you surprised? Mom and Dad were on vacation in Georgia, and your mom was like 9 months pregnant, and they expected to be born on June 21st, and you were born on June 3rd, and your mom gave birth in Georgia. Interesting. And the government of Georgia literally asked my parents, do you want your child to have dual citizenship? And my parents said, no, we're just here for a vacation.
Fair enough.
That's beautiful. That is absolutely fantastic, my guy. What's it remind you of, Soup? What you got?
I'm very congested, you guys. Allergies in Texas are awful.
Dalek joked about you doing a live fanfic reading. As someone who's done them before, it's honestly pretty fun. I'll read the stupidest things for you guys.
You do read the dumbest things.
January 10th, 1992.
You're sitting like, I would get so banned.
Nah. Sean's done it.
Okay, it depends on what the
fair.
fic is about.
Fair.
That's what it comes down
If
to.
it's schmexual in nature, then potentially.
Wait, there's a single fanfic for this game? Okay. Nico, I need you to send that to me. I need you to, I forgot. I still had it open.
Oh, God. Sean.
I genuinely need you to send that to me.
I never had allergies, Ethan. In Florida, I never had allergies, and then I moved here, and it's like I'm constantly sniffling. I was sneezing so much today.
It's
no,
awful.
Solstice, no.
It's awful. No. Okay. If you can, Send me the fanfic
Where's
for Plastic
the
Plastic
fanfic?
Ducks.
We need
And I will
it,
read it
Nico.
right here, right now.
Oh my god. Is that gonna be the last
I know,
thing we do? Because
dude.
I'm getting hungry.
Probably. We'll end it here fairly soon. Yo, ocean air really does clean sinuses. You're not wrong. Like, I had mild allergies living in Oregon, and then coming to Texas, it's like getting hit with a goddamn truck. Like, do you need to go handle some stuff for work?
No, it's. One second.
Good. You're all good. Oh, yeah, no, you make a good point, Jeremy. Let's see here. Grab the tags from one of the fanfics you're reading. Only then will you understand. Oh no. But yeah, no, you didn't miss. I mean, you missed a lot of rambling, but you didn't miss much. If you have the snap, is that it coming through now? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Live fanfic reading. What's up, y'all?
Oh god.
Let's see here. An allergic reaction to tomatoes. That is why you still hate them. I don't blame you. Wait. Okay, let's just read some
it's
of
got
the
the clown
tags.
duck.
No beta, we die like my remaining brain cells. This doesn't deserve to be under my main pseudo. Vaguely religious duck views, except I'm not religious. Crack treated seriously. Seriously is a story about plastic ducks can be over.
Okay, but also I just love the fact that they also have vague religious stuff. When we also do. Oh my goodness. I'm literally like, I'm sorry, you guys. My boss is over here like, oh, I need you to do this thing. And I like literally gave her walkthrough instructions on how to do it. But she needs me to like tell somebody else how to do it. And I'm like, I'm in the middle of something.
I'm so sorry.
I will go.
So much love, Adam. I hope you have a great stream tonight, man. Hopefully I'll be able to hop in, but it's always a pleasure to have you here. Never before had you breathed as easy when you visited PEI. Where is that? I know, I'm surprised too. Okay, so
I'm not
we have
because people are weird. Like, look at us.
Last
We've had how
fair.
many streams of this game?
4.
Hey, another
New
duck!
duck! New duck!
Can you name it?
What do we got? What do you...
Actually, I think you need. Oh no, it's a sponge duck. It's not a cheese duck. It's a sponge duck. I think.
I think it's a cheese duck.
Is it a cheese duck? I can't tell if it's a cheese or
I
a
can't
sponge
tell
duck.
either.
Okay, you know how we'll
Squirts in the
tell?
background.
We wait until it's been in the water for a bit and see if it expands.
Fair. We'll come back to this.
It's either a
Come
sponge
back
duck
to
or a cheese duck. If it's a sponge duck, can I name it? And if it's a cheese duck, you can name it?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do some fanfic, y'all. It's called Ducks, Oh My. I think this Veterans Day is best celebrated with a good duck. Don't you agree? This is the summary. AKA author goes nuts over plastic ducks for no good reason. There's no real plot, only ducks. Author also gives up near the end because this is so taxing on her remaining brain cells, of which there are none. Sean eats a violin live on stream. That will never, ever not be hilarious. Okay, notes. How did you find this? Why did you find this? Do I need to clip this and fucking send it to the original author? I know you did miss the other fanfic reading at the end.
I will
don't worry.
be right back, y'all.
You're good. You're all
Because
good.
I think
All right.
that one of my doggies did it.
Anyway, buckle up and sit down for this very stupid story. I hope this could be used as a lesson of bad writing. Thumbs up emoji. Characters. Clown Duck. Leads ducklings astray. Leader of Cult of the Sea. Propeller Duck. Someone who has left the great beyond the sea. The reason Clown Duck can spout its nonsense. Submarine Duck. Duck that goes wherever it wants. Flamingo. Wants the ducks to stay in the pond. Would gaslight with its honks. Flamingos apparently honk and hiss if he knew how. The flock of ducks passing by in the sea. Literally just a bunch of plastic ducks. Are they real? I don't know. Flower Duck. Literally just a duck with a flower on its head. Beloved. Additional tags. Let's see. Faye, AU, Fairy, Eddie Munson, Tracy Farrington, Age Gap. Oh.
Okay.
Oh no, Soup. Oh
What
no.
happened?
Just, the tags. The tags are horrifying. Yes, Avery. Avery, you are all good. Materwellen is back. We have Materwellen. We had to show because Materwellen, the true hero, he is. I know he is so seedy, looking snazzy and juicy. Oh my God, you are the best, Nico. Appreciate you. I still think it's a cheese duck. I still feel, well, no, you might be right. It might be a sponge
It looks
duck.
both spongy and cheesy.
Absolutely. Okay, we shall, I know, we gotta, you know what, Avery?
Oh, I had
Actually-
an idea.
What's your idea?
Squeegee duck.
Okay. Okay, don't mind your capital letters. You're on phone. Hey, you're all good. You're all good, Nico. A sponge made of cheese. All right, yo. I did tell Avery that the next duck would potentially be theirs. Do you have a nickname idea for Sponge Duck? There's so many tags and they add on to it every newly added possible tangible or taggable thing. That is amazing. Isn't it kind of disgusting, but also kind of amazing? I don't know how to feel about this. And see, I'm with you. Oh my, yes! It's perfect!
I like it. I dig it.
It's perfect. Where are you? Sponge duck cheese pants. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. We need sponge duck cheese pants emoji. Yes. Let's go. Okay. Alright, so back to reading.
Should we turn off the music?
No, it adds to the experience. I don't know why the first tag post is the list and the second post is paragraphs. It's weird. Twitch is weird. He do be a little nauseating. You're not wrong. Okay, so we also have metallic / disco duck, enemy of flamingo, duck, a duck. What do you want from me? And ducklings, quack. I guess that's how he avoids being eaten. It's a pretty smart defense mechanism. Let's be honest. The great beyond, Clown Duck proclaimed, is the pool of our dreams that will grant us endless swims and bobs. We can traverse everywhere without the walls boxing us in. Duck let out a scathing quack. That's just a fairy tale. There's nothing outside of these pools. Have you not heard the calls of the flock passing us freely? Have you not seen Propeller Duck's journey? Where else could it have gone if not the seas beyond? Clown Duck Bob, floating closer to Duck. Why do you refuse to believe in the blessed waters? You can be honest, I'll be a liar. That shit that will get your ass banned. Twitch cannot handle kinky gay fantasy smut. Probably very fair. I mean, fantasy as in assassinate you where Eddie's favorites. The way that you find these things are amazing. I have not seen this so-called pilgrimage that you quack about. Duck huffed. You claim a Propeller Duck's journey, but it sounds of folk fluff. Hey, AO3 really is amazing. Finally got the parts of your pickup, putting it back together starting today. Hey, I'm glad it'll finally be done, dude. Hopefully you don't get a call this weekend that interrupts you for this. Fingers crossed you don't get anything when you're on call this weekend. Okay, I can do that. I will open up the fanfic so y'all can all see and read alongside us. I'll make it a little bit smaller. That way we can still enjoy the ducks. Let's go. Probably. Is that too small?
I think that's a little too small, but I don't think anybody can read that. Also, we're about to get another duck.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Snap. New duck. Duck imminent. Let's go. But also, duck fanfic. Okay. From your phone, you see absolutely nothing fair. You probably wouldn't be able to read it unless it literally took up the whole screen, and even then. Okay, who do we got? Wait, who's that? Oh, it's Basil!
Oh, yeah!
Hey! Basil's back, y'all! Waiting in I know, I hope we get Pemus today. I really do. Okay. Let's see here. It is real, and soon we will be able to escape this pool. I swear upon the feathers upon my head. The quite featherless duck tried to appeal to the other duck, but it only floated away. If you do not accept it now, your flight may never happen. Clown Duck's warnings were ignored. Clown Duck didn't take it too much to heart. Many other ducks believe in its words. The murder cover-upper. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, so whatever we do, we can't have a Mari Duck. There will be no Mari Duck because we can't have Basil and Duck Mori pushing her down the slide. I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Where are we? The flamingo escaped! A quack rang out.
Oh God,
There are
Nico.
no more unpleasant plastic ducks crossover fanfic. Oh my god. No, but yes.
God damn.
Sure enough, the pool floaty had slipped into the water and was quickly making way towards the edge of the pool. Begone, foul beast! Clown duck quacked out, floating towards it with this. Okay, it's not too long. With its most threatening expression it could muster, which was its normal stamped on face. You are not welcome! The flamingo made a noise, but it was a pool floaty and not a plastic duck. No duck understood a word it honked and hissed out. It shifted to block the slide to the second pool, the one that was closer to the sea. We'll provide illustrations and be your beta reader. Oh my god, yes. I can't wait for this. The end is nigh, a duck lamented, tipping over in distress. We will not be able to reach the great seas now. Do not give up now, Clown Duck soothed. The creature is only a challenge we need to bypass this cage. However, with the flamingo bobbing around, the flight to the beyond seemed even more unlikely, and the tales of Propeller Duck's journey in the sea became no more than fluff to the other ducks. Clown Duck became even more of the, well, clown of the pool. One day something changed. It truly will be the best crossover of all
Oh
time.
God.
Submarine Duck propelled itself, flying past the walls of the confined water into the pool deck. Many ducks quacked out their surprise, eagerly and anxiously watching the now free duck gear itself up before propelling out of the pool. I don't know if I know how to go about it, but still, I can't wait. I can't wait. A second, two, then a ploosh rang out. The ducks, even Duck honked in excitement. The sea was real, and it was within reach. But how would they make their way over there? Flamingo was lurking around, threatening to grab hold of any ducks that weren't paying enough attention. The ducks were relatively powerless against the large presence, even if the power imbalance was mostly a fictitious thing due to the large amount of ducks now bobbing around against the singular pool floaty. Yet, they did nothing about Flamingo until it threatened to take the young of the group. The children! Flower Duck hooted in distress. Flamingo was quickly advancing towards the unsuspecting children, who were peacefully bobbing away. Aw, snap. What up, Zelda Lucas? For once it didn't get me.
Yeah, no, I was just like, oh. I
Tilted
thought it was
in a
my
way
door for a second, then my dog's gonna freak out.
fair. Tilted in a way to encompass the children and lock them in its vinyl cage. Most of the ducklings were under its reach now, and it could easily strip them of any ability to see the world beyond. Metallic Duck wasn't going to have it, though, and rammed into Flamingo, pushing it away in a way so the ducklings would still have a pathway to escape through. How are you doing today, bud? Go, now! It quacked, watching all the ducklings float past into the waters of safety before the Flamingo fell down and trapped it. The ducks lingering outside ushered the children away, honking and whistling out of the gratitude for their trapped duck. Yo, that's fair, bud. That's fair. Clown Duck made its way over to the ducklings, looking each into its painted little dots of eyes. Metallic Duck fell victim to the monster to save all of your souls. Clown Duck dipped its beak into the water to respect the last duck before bobbing it back up. Do not waste the opportunity it gave you. Make it to the sea for its sake. Here. Hey, you, where the events of the game still happen. They just had rubber duckies with them. With Flamingo now neutralized by Metallic Duck, and the whispers of freedom turned into full-blown quacks, the ducks set off towards the sea. Did the ducks make it out of the pool? Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. Maybe someone picked them up, and they were so close to the sea's edge, only to be tossed back into the pools on friendly hold. Maybe they couldn't go past the walls because they're only plastic ducks. Propeller Duck and Submarine Duck had built-in measures so they could take their flight.
I have an idea for how this could work.
No.
Aubrey, because Aubrey uses, like, she swings things around, right? So she has a chain of plastic ducks that she just beats people with. And Omori has a duck that has a knife, and that's what he stabs
Which
people
I
with.
think there is supposedly a knife duck.
I think
but
there
also-
is a knife duck.
I like to think they bob their way to freedom. Regardless of their troubles, they could enjoy all their floating in peace, free of the confines they grew to know as home. Hell if I know what really happened, though. Oh. Well, that's... Really?
Okay.
Okay,
wait.
they did warn us that it wasn't really finished.
Okay. So what weapon does Hero and Kel use?
Kel uses a ball, so Kel's is just a giant rubber duck.
Yeah, Kel just throws Carlita.
Okay. The duckies contribute to the story with squeaks and quacks randomly spawning at the strangest times. I love it. Okay, let's see what one more duck is, and then we are gonna end this one here. I know it's not a super long one, but we probably should eat. And I
I've
gotta-
only eaten one meal today, you guys. I'm sorry. And also, my
Gotta fix
tummy
that.
has not been happy lately, so that's not a good thing.
That is fair.
Who do we
Is it-
get?
Who do we got? It's Ouchie Duck.
Oh no!
It's sadly, I know, it's sadly not Pemus. Pemus will come.
That sounded wrong. Did you hear it?
I did.
Okay.
I didn't think about it before I said it. Pemus better come next time.
Oh God.
Oh, I love you guys. Thank you all so damn much for coming and hanging out. Sadly, I work, barring Pemus come over right now, barring me quitting and just walking,
Which is a very distinct possibility, you guys,
It
with the
is.
way things are going.
we shall see how the talk goes tomorrow. But yeah, we'll, unfortunately, I don't know when I'll be live next. We will be live next week. I will. Caitlin yawns, Pemus spawns.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
But I will, as always, Saturday I will put out the stream schedule. I mentioned it in the Discord earlier.
Of course, Solstice, always.
Yeah, no, we're Caitlin and myself too are always here for you, Nico. Anything you need, my friend. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a couple of fun new things next week. We're gonna be doing my first ever playthrough of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which I'm excited. I've never really fucked around with a lot of Metroidvanias, so it'll be interesting to actually play it. And then a game that I didn't really know anything about until super recently that I am so fucking excited to play with you guys. We're gonna be playing Night in the Woods,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
which looks like it should be. It'll probably be somewhat on par emotionally with a lot of what we've been doing lately, which should be hopefully fun, bare minimum cathartic, which is always a nice thing. But yeah, I'll post that stream schedule as soon as I know what my schedule is for next week, and we'll get everything planned out. But as always, thank you all so very much for coming and hanging out. If it was your first time checking out the channel, I hope you liked what you saw. I hope you had some fun. If you did, give us a little follow. It really does mean a lot.
I have to do the little finger dance when Sean
That's
forgets
fair.
to.
That's fair. Hey, yo, no.
No, thank
you.
you,
Can't throw that back on me,
Ethan.
man. Nah, genuinely. Thank you guys so very much. For
Sorry about the
coming.
dog squeaks in the background.
It adds. It adds.
It does add.
I still can't believe that we had 16 fucking people at one time hanging and watching ducks. It
Stupid
is-
little duckies in a pool.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is. But yeah, I hopefully it'll be early. I'm fine. I will accept the thank you. Damn. But yeah, we will be hopefully back very early next week. I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. Gizmo is an absolute mess.
He's just
What?
looking for attention right now.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic couple of days of a wonderful
You changed it up on me.
I know. I'm not always predictable.
Oh,
I hope you guys have a
look at you.
fantastic couple of days. I cannot wait until the next time we all get to hang out. Until then, I love you all so very much. And
Bye,
I will see you
guys.
all very, very soon.